you always want to get the big hit when you come up in that spot. So you might be going a little, uh, your heart might be racing a little bit more or whatever it is, but um, just got to take a couple deep breaths, relax, and honestly, just try to have a quality at bat in that situation. Um, you know, Whether you hit the ball hard, you walk, you have a long at bat, 10, 12 pitches, or you hit a homer. Just in that spot, you're just trying to do anything you can do to get on base and get that next guy up there because you never know what happens with anybody on base.
How do you guys approach these next 4 weeks, knowing just the gravity of what these games mean and where you guys are in the standings right now, and just the way things are shaping up? Each game could be increasingly important from here on out.
Yeah, I think if anything, it'll give us a little extra boost going into each game. I think it kind of happened to us last year towards the end of the year when we clinched and we still had a week and a half left, and we didn't play so great going to the playoffs. And this year it's a little bit of a different story. We got to play really good going to the playoffs. So I think, that mindset, everybody coming to the field knowing, kind of a win now attitude, give everybody a little extra boost.
The whole team has been insisting, hey, we have this in us. We haven't played the way we're capable. I imagine the last few weeks you've had sort of that feeling personally, like you're just not getting it done. How did you make changes? What adjustments did you make here in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, the last week's definitely been tough. From the Arizona series to LA to the start of this one. Just trying to get comfortable working in the cage, working on some approach stuff, more or less just trying to simplify it and keep it as simple as possible when I go up there. And honestly, just be an athlete when you're up there and, personally, I'm not a very mechanical guy. I never try to think about mechanics. And for me, it's just whenever I get in that box, just get as comfortable as possible and wherever you're in that spot. I spent a ton of time in the cage just trying to find something that was comfortable and, get in a spot where I felt confident being going into the game. And, obviously you want the results to be there and, you want those hard hits to go through. And, out of all hits to happen, I had a check swing hit down the third baseline. But, just being comfortable in the box, allows you to be on time and be ready. Yeah, I've always had the same feeling. Just hopefully they don't get my batting gloves wet, and please don't throw something in my face, but they shot baby powder in my mouth.
For lack of a better term, after a really rough August in the last two series, do you feel like this team is starting to get its swag back?
Yeah, I mean, we're a super fun team, all the way up and down the lineup, and I think when we're playing our best, everybody's having a great time. Everybody's dancing in the dugout, pulling for each other. And like you said, kind of that swag thing and, having fun. I think, when we're doing that on a day-to-day basis, everybody's confident and it's pretty tough to beat this team when we're doing that.
And clearly every series you guys play in from here on out is very, very important. But when you take a series against a team the caliber of the Astros, does that just give this team just a bit of an extra boost?
Absolutely. I think Bob mentioned it in the post game. That's a really, really good team. It's a playoff team. They almost went to the World Series last year. They got a ton of good players, and to pull a series out on the last day against them, especially with that bullpen they have, is huge.
He's been clutch all year. He's come up with big moments, big at bats, big plays. So it's pretty appropriate, for him to finish this one off. He's just been so steady and consistent, and he's done really well in these big moments.
You mentioned Chris Paddock did a great job today. Obviously, a couple of mistakes there at the end, but other than that, a solid outing for him. And unusual in that no 3-ball counts, but also no strikeouts. Your thoughts a little bit more on his outing today?
I thought he had everything working, and this group with Houston, it's an incredibly tough group. Not only to navigate through the lineup, but they're tough to punch out. And so Chris was pounding the zone with really 3 pitches today, mixing it up. Got some early contact. We made some good plays behind him. And I just thought he was efficient as arguably maybe I've ever seen. I think it was 59 pitches or so through 5 or so and just pounding the zone and getting some softer contact. They hit a couple balls hard, but we made some plays. Manny's kind of snag on Altuve comes to mind. Cronenworth, some good plays. And, overall, like I said, Paddock was just efficient with all the pitches. Like you said, didn't get the punch out, but did get some early contact and got some early outs.
This series, this game in particular, where you guys just didn't get those hits for many. Again, how validating is it for you that they are showing that finally, showing up actually in victories?
Well, we've had a lot of confidence since in there, and we just haven't been as maybe consistent throughout the year. But we've had moments where we have been pretty good at that, and that's where we played some of our better baseball. And so a lot of things to build on. The starting pitching continues to give us quality starts. They're getting deeper into the game. The bullpen's been outstanding, playing good defense. And we know offensively, it feels like some guys are really starting to find their swing, and sometimes these things can be contagious. So, just huge game, huge series. Going into the off day tomorrow, and then excited about having the home crowd here for a short 2-game set moving forward.
He's so used to being in the middle of the action at shortstop and derives seemingly a lot of energy from being in that position. How do you keep him energized and engaged when he's in a quieter spot like right field?
I think over the last couple games, certainly last night and all those things, I think he has been, more engaged. I'll say this, can it be a little bit tougher in right or center field? Absolutely. But he's so driven in winning, and he's driven in, like all the guys are, but certainly these last, 20 some games we have to go, knowing that each game's critical, each pitch is critical. I think naturally that kind of takes care of a lot of things.
Thank you.